Blast off. Dave Knudsen, Gravity Capital. The discussion today is on full disclosure. This is slanted mostly to, I would say, the investor, but the broker needs to know this. Again, keep in mind that all these borrowers that come to us wanting money usually are not that trustworthy. Perfect example, we were looking at an appraisal, or we were looking at a property in Pickens, South Carolina. Now, I wasn't too excited about this because it wasn't Pickens, which was real rural. But we had 12 acres. It was next to a halfway prison and also to a hospital. I mean, it was a great commercial location, I thought. Not perfect, but great. So the owner came to us. He said he'd owned it for 15 years or so, bought it really cheap, and he had an MAI appraisal for $750,000. Again, MAIs are kind of the best of the best, and you usually look at them carefully. Now, the guy wanted to borrow $300,000, which could have been a doable deal. Again, it was land. We're very cautious on land, and we started running numbers. We looked at, first of all, the county assessment number. County assessment numbers nowadays are getting a hell of a lot closer than they used to be. They used to be all over the place. They could be really high, real low. But if you're ever evaluating a piece of real estate and you want to know its value, call the county appraiser, the county assessor. They will talk to you all day long, and they are a lot better than you think, and they have a lot more information than you think. Keep in mind that these appraisers for the county, these assessors, they should know, and they usually know every piece of property in the county. They look at all of them, right? And they look at them and they research them, and then most of these counties receive all of the sales information. So if you sell a piece of property in the county, 90% of them will know exactly what you paid for it. They'll take all this information, they'll put it into a big old formula, and then they'll come out with a number. They're getting a lot better than they used to be. So usually when we look at any loans, we'll almost always call the assessor, we'll get a feel for what he thinks about the property and what it's worth. Again, we had an MAI appraisal for $750,000. We had a county valuation of around $200,000. The county assessor said, hey, values have gone up. They haven't gone up more than 10-15%. I know this exact property. I know it's by the hospital. I know it's by the prison. I know exactly what you can do with it, what you can't do with it. It's a great piece of property, but it's only worth $225,000. Now, when the borrower came to us, keep in mind, he gave us his line $750,000. I keep talking to the borrower again. Guess what? The borrower finally admitted. This is the full disclosure part. He admitted, hey, it's probably only worth $200,000. So this some bitch been lying to us for a long time. Then he came back with the real number, and we told him we couldn't lend him the $300,000, which we tried. And so we're going to potentially maybe lend him a hell of a lot less than what he wanted, but still maybe do the deal. So again, investors, don't trust these. This was a full shit appraisal. Had comps 300 miles away. It was stupid, right? But county assessor, he knew what it was worth. We talked to brokers, we talked to realtors, we talked to all kinds of people. Investors, when you're lending on real estate, do not, under any circumstances, trust the borrower. Dave Knudsen, Gravity Capital. Call us, tell you anything we know, which is whatever. Love you. Bye.